Good morning to you. You might be like, man, she looks a little bit different. I got my hair did. And I'm just going to say, I love it so dang much. So I wish I would have done this years ago. Really glad that I did it now. So there's that. Today, what we're talking about, you guys, is how to grow passive income with your YouTube channel, okay? How to grow passive income with your YouTube channel. First things first is you can win things. And the way that you can win things, you guys, is this. So you would subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment on YouTube, on my YouTube, mine, subscribe to mine, not just any, my YouTube channel. Comment on my YouTube videos and then share the YouTube videos into social media, tagging myself or my business page in it. And one person every week gets a little tappy tap on their shoulder where they get to pick something out of my swag shop. If you haven't been in my swag shop, go to withmartha.com. Along the top, click on shop, and then just go ahead and scroll through and see some really cool stuff there. So there you go. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I see you guys over in the live chat. Good morning to you. I'm going to go ahead and go through my content. At the end of the content, I will have a little bit of time to circle back and bring some of you guys up on screen. So whatever you're saying, if you have any questions, if you have comments, if you have hey girl hays, whatever you want to put, I have the opportunity to put you up here at the very end. So, all right, let's get at it. Grow passive income with your YouTube channel. I'm all about passive income anyway. We know that, right? Hi, my name's Martha Krejci, and I love multiple income streams, and I love for most of them to be passive. I mean, let's call it. If I don't have to do anything for it, like if I can set it and forget it, kind of, you know, for some income streams, I like that, you know? There's going to be some that are active. You're always going to have some that are active and some that are passive until you've just totally crush the game and exit and just leave your passive. But even at that point, you got to really be rolling in some good investments at that point. So anyway, we're going to talk about your YouTube channel. So some of you guys might already have a YouTube channel. If you're in HBR, then you've already learned how to be able to set that up, how to be able to optimize it, how to be able to have it in your content strategy. So it's moving the needle on your income streams, right? So what we're going to talk about today is how to actually just really, we're just going to focus in on the YouTube channel itself and talk about how to be able to create passive income from just that YouTube channel. Okay, you guys? Number one, you guys, have a niche topic. You need to have something that not everybody's talking about. And if it's a topic that other people are talking about, you need to have a different, and this is number two, have a point of view. You need to have a different perspective or a different point of view on this thing that everybody talks about, okay? That said, let me give you an example. So I talk about building business, right? So I talk about building business online. I talk about multiple income streams from home. Those are my different points of view. Also, a massive different point of view is that I talk about doing it organically without ads. That sets me apart in pretty much blue ocean because everybody else is going to tell you need to run ads. Okay, so that is my unique point of view on the topic of building your online business, okay? So for your topic and what you want to talk about, what's your point of view? What is the thing that sets you apart? What is the thing that makes you different than everybody else? And the thing is it may even be how you interact. It may be that most people in that topic, and you have to do research in your topic, right? On YouTube, who else is showing up in that same vein? And then look at what they're showing up as and then be like, okay, how can I be different in a way that's natural to me, right? What's something in myself I can illuminate that makes me very different from everybody else doing this thing? I mean, there are people with channels, you know, about Pokemon, and they do extremely, extremely well. And all they do is they open up, you know, some cards Or there's kids channels. Kids channels are a little bit different because kids will watch YouTube for hours if their parents let them, right? But there are kids channels that they literally, what they do is they open up blind bags and they say what toy they just got. Now, amongst the people that open up blind bags, there are very different personality styles in there. Sometimes they'll open up the blind bag and then they'll have all of their blind bag toys that they just opened up play with each other, right? And so they'll have like a little scene and do that sort of stuff. So even amongst kid channels, they're doing it differently, okay? So what are you going to do different in your world? The thing is, you guys, we have to be so diligent about not being like everybody else. It's everyone's go-to default setting to do things like other people are doing them. Because they're like, oh, that person's successful, I need to do it like them. No, that's actually not at all how it should work. Because here's the thing. There are thousands of people looking at that person and saying, I'm going to do it like them. Well, all of a sudden, everybody's doing it like them. Does that make sense? You need to do it like you. All right. So now let's talk about the monetization point. This really is the attraction point. 1 and 2 here are really the attraction point. Why are they watching you rather than watching other people? Okay. Number 3, you guys, is set up affiliates. You might be like, what language are you speaking right now? You guys, affiliates is very simple. It's just simply that you get a kickback. You get paid a certain percentage, and they're different for everybody. You get paid a certain percentage for sharing a link for a product that you use because you've signed up with a company to be an affiliate of that company. Okay? This is where a lot of marketing dollars are going. So marketing is really shifting from the billboards, the ads. I mean, your big box stores and your big companies are still going to do billboards and ads and that kind of stuff anyway, because they are just loving to waste their money, apparently. I don't know. But affiliate is really where it's at because it's a warm entry point. It's a warm intro. It's what people are looking for these days. Whenever you go to buy something, what do you do first? You look for testimonials. You look for reviews. You look for somebody that's used that thing. Does that really work? You know, that's really what you're doing. And so from an affiliate standpoint, that's what it is. It's just simply, you know, as you're on your YouTube channel talking about, hey, I use this thing for this, you know, maybe you do a product review of it. Maybe you just, oh, by the way, the tool that I use that I really like is X, Y, and Z. Link is in the description of the video. You know what I'm saying? That's affiliate. So that is a long game. And here's why. It's a long game because that video will be around forever. And YouTube has this interesting thing where it usually takes about a year, and don't everybody go cross-eyed. It usually takes about a year for YouTube to really get what your content was about and start putting it in front of people, okay? Now, right away, you're going to be building your audience, and it'll happen slowly but surely. And then after about a year, your content from a year ago, you're going to start seeing extra views on. It's just how it goes. Now, as you're starting right now, I need to call out the elephant that probably just came up and standing between me and you right now. The elephant, you guys, is this. Why am I going to keep doing this if it's going to take a year? If you're going to have success in a year, why would you stop now? Right? It doesn't mean you're not going to have success now. But if you know it's coming in a year, why on earth would you stop now? Well, that's not fast enough. Well, my question is, how committed are you to multiple income streams from home? How committed are you to this life you deserve to live, but how committed are you to it? Because if you hear me say something like that and you're like, that's too long. I don't know, a year from now, you're probably not going to say that's too long. You're probably going to say, man, I'm so glad I stuck with it. Or you're going to still be living the same life you've lived year after year after year after year, wondering why nothing has changed, and it's because you didn't. And I love you so much. We have to get this way with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves. Whenever we have those moments of, that's too long, I don't want to wait, and blah. Whenever we start to do that with ourselves, we got to get honest with ourselves. Will I be okay a year from now with this like kicking off? And in between, it's not like you're not going to have success. This is just the YouTube part of it. If you're working HBR, you can have success like this. If you're working my plan that I give you, the strategy, the blueprint of what I've literally done in my own life, gone from nothing, less than nothing, owed a bunch of money, right? I've gone from less than nothing to where you see me now. And I have the strategy all laid out for you, with unlimited lifetime coaching and some cool stuff that's being added, like financial stuff and beginner stuff and advanced stuff. And all of this is being added into HBR. You guys, I'm just talking YouTube right now. Let me just say this really quick because it is going up in price and I have to tell you about it. Where is it? There it is. It's going up to 10K soon. Okay, I'm just telling you, don't do the big gulp, right? Oh my gosh. It's only $14.97 right now, but when it goes up, and no, I'm not gonna be bringing it down for anybody. So it's Livin the Dream with Martha. You're gonna message me at my business page, my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you wanna message me. We'll have a chat about it. I'll give you the details. You'll be in or out. Either way, I'm not gonna chase you around the internet. I don't do that. I don't suggest that you do that, okay? Let me just teach you how to grow your business from home, grow income from home without spending money on ads. And when it's all set up, you're working 5 to 10 hours a week. Let's do that, right? So anyway, let me go ahead and get out of here. And so now number 4, you're going to treat your viewers as a community. Just like you guys, right? Like we are a community. So you're going to treat the people that you're talking to, you're going to talk to them in the comments, you're going to bring them up on screen. There's softwares to do that. I show you how to do all of that stuff, you guys. What you do is you treat your viewers like a community. You don't talk at them, you talk with them. Okay? Because this isn't about what I have to project to you. This is about me giving you something, hearing you need something else, and me giving you something else, right? It's a communication, and it's never just me broadcasted out. It's me out, you come back to me, I go back to you, and it's like this. We've got an infinite loop, guys. This is community. This is what it looks like. Number 5 is to build an external community where you can nurture them, do behind the scenes stuff, where they can meet each other, where they can hang out with each other in this community. I do it with Facebook groups, right? There's a link for in the description of the video for my Facebook group where that exists. I have trainings, tutorials, guides, and then we also have fun stuff that we do in there, you guys. We do challenges in there. We also are doing life together in there, okay? Like this is, when you're in a group of people all going the same way, you cannot help but grow too. You can't. It's like you're going to get trampled if you don't also grow. It's like the best way to be just thrown in to a place that you can't help but succeed, right? So make sure that you're creating community for your people as well. And then that's where you're going to be able to grow some additional income streams, which you'll learn about whenever you're in HBR. Okay, you guys? So let me see what you guys are saying here real quick. Andrea, the group coaching for life is what tipped me over the edge. So worth it. Seriously. Well, and now a lot of you guys don't even know this, but now there's getting ready to be like 4 or 5 days of coaching in HBR every single week. You're going to have so much dang coaching. You don't have to be at every one of them. You don't have to go to every one of them, but you won't go 24 hours without hearing and learning something. And that's for life, guys. Okay. And that's one of the reasons that the price is going up. Like there's many reasons. It's because we're condensing time on your success, right? We're making sure that you get successful faster. That's our goal. It's because we want you to be living what you see as a dream for your life, we want you living that as fast as humanly possible. So we're condensing time for you. And that's why the price is going up, because by nature, that's how it goes. James, Martha is thebomb.com. Well, shoot, James. I would venture to say you are, actually. Amanda, I was talking about my plan for getting videos up on YouTube last night with my husband. It was just a matter of time for me to get the things done. Yes! I love it. Heather, right, because in a year you would have wished you started a year ago. That's exactly right. Exactly. Janae, right, time is going to continue regardless. Let's get the win. Let's get the win, y'all. Okay, I love you guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.